Wow. I almost started dancing. That's a hard thing for me. Life is a journey. We don't decide that it's going to be a journey. The journey is, as it were, imposed on us. We are born, and I hear a newborn somewhere, and we begin a process of learning, discovery, and then we are a little older and we begin to learn, to be educated, and then we perhaps think of ways that we want to contribute and to fit into society. So we try to find a place. We might be involved in education to do that. We leave our families and try to create our own family or tribe. And each of those events change us. We are different people at each stage. I'm a different person when I am 40 versus when I am 3 years old. It's like we're caught in the river of life. We're on this journey. We don't get to say, stop. I want to stop. The aging process and everything around us helps us move forward in this journey. And then we reach the zenith of life in terms of our physical health, probably at 45 or 50, or later, perhaps. But there is a certain decline that creeps in, as some of us are aware. And then we make our way to the common destiny of all human beings and to the great mystery of the beyond. And we are inescapably on this journey, and the journey changes us whether we want it to or not. A person at 60 years of age is different from the version of themselves at 25, and on and on. And everybody we know, all the people here are on that journey together. People come into our lives, sometimes for a long time, sometimes for a short time. There are things that we cannot control and some things that we can control, and we are fortunate if we learn to know the difference. And if we are fortunate, we come to the realization at some point that if we do not choose our course in life, who we will be and who we will gather around us, then other people will choose that for us. But the journey never stops, and we must ascend to the journey and make our contribution to who we will be as we walk each step of the path. Now, all of us gathered here today, by virtue of you coming into this space, have declared that you are part of a journey with this group of people. Yes, we have separate lives, each of us, but by virtue of you coming here today and sitting down in the chair and listening and being open to what happens here, you have decided to be open to the influence and persuasion that this community can give. The healing and the hope, the giving and receiving. This is an unusual community. For one thing, it is a community of radical hospitality. Anybody with a beating heart is welcome here. Even those with a pacemaker can be a part. But we don't say, oh, are you this or that? Do you have this certain belief or that certain belief? We're truly and genuinely open to all. And it is a community dedicated to trying to elevate life, to make life better by the promotion of transforming values. And I would ask that the special display be put on the screen at this time. We are a community dedicated by making life better by advocating transforming values. We advocate that there are special ways and specific ways we can make life better for individuals, families, and communities. Our chosen values serve the purpose of elevating life, but also stating what we believe to be important. We are a community of radical hospitality, but we also have boundaries based on common values. And some of these values are shown on the screen. They are interdependence, the honoring of the interdependent web of existence of which we are all a part. Equity, we declare that every person has the right to flourish with inherent dignity and worthiness. Transformation, we covenant collectively to transform and grow spiritually and ethically. Pluralism, we celebrate our diversity in culture, experience, and theology. And that is okay. It is a good thing. Generosity, we covenant to cultivate a spirit of gratitude and hope. Justice, we work to be a diverse, multicultural, beloved community where all thrive. We covenant to dismantle racism and all forms of systematic oppression. We support the use of inclusive democratic processes to make decisions. Think about this. We are a radically open, hospitable community who's welcome to all, who embraces all. How many institutions in our society does that? We say to each and all, we exclude no one. And at the same time, we say we promote values which are necessary to elevate life, to make life better for individuals, for families, for communities. And we are very proud of that. This is a moment of great opportunity and possibility. People are leaving traditional churches in droves. The younger generations have virtually given up altogether on traditional churches. However, what we offer in our spirit, in our covenant, in our beliefs, and in our values is, I believe, what people are looking for. If you are here today, if you showed up, whoever you are, whatever your past, whatever you've done or said, please know this: you are important, you are vital to the life of this congregation, whether you've been here 40 years or 10 minutes. If you're gathered here, who you are and what you can contribute enriches this place, and I hope you will give your gifts to it. They are needed. What you do and say matters. Who you are and what you value matters. What we do as a community matters to every single person in this community right now and those beyond the walls who belong here. What we are doing together is sacred. Every person's gift is needed. Please open your heart and mind to what this place needs and can give. We are trying to do something important. We are trying to build a community in which meaningful human values are celebrated in a society that is riven with polarities and hatreds and difficulties. We are on a journey together. And like our journey of life, sometimes some of us fall down or are shattered by the circumstances of our lives and need other people to help them off their knees. You are needed for this, to help one another. Sometimes people on a journey together are needed, special ones, to be guides, to be visionaries, to lead the group. We are all needed. We are all important. None is excluded. None is more important than another. Where we will go, where you will go as a community, is going to be determined by the actions and words of every person here today. In closing, on this day where we have acknowledged some, not all, but some of our leaders, I would like to pay some special tribute to some special people. I would like to ask Chrissy, Megan, Leah, and Bob to please stand. I have been here only about a month, but it has been my privilege to work with and get to know better these wonderful people who are your staff. They are the beating heart of this congregation, the people with experience and continuity and depth of care and involvement. I am so impressed by them and their dedication and their work. Could you please join me in expressing some thanks to these people? That concludes